Good morning, students. That today we'll start with the NCERT questions and very important topic, that is the heating effect of electric current, that also we will discuss, and that is also known as the Joule's law, and power, that also will study. This topic will be of our today's. First we will see the first we will see the NCERT questions. Now, students, on the page number 216 of your NCERT, page number 216. So I'll read the first question, students. First question is, judge the equivalent resistance when the following resistance are in parallel. Now, student, they have given the condition, the resistance, they are connected in parallel. Already you know that when the resistances they are connected in parallel, the total resistance, the value of the total resistance, it decreases. Is it clear, student? Of the resistance, then we will have the combinations of series. Now here it is given in these questions. Now the different values of the resistance are given. First, A, it is given as a 1 ohm and 10 raised to power 6 ohm. 1 ohm and 10 raised to power 6 ohm. Now, student, this and both resistance. Now, what is now in the question they are asking? So, student, generally the one resistance is say R1. This is R2. When they are combining or when they are connected in the parallel, definitely their value will be less than 1. Their value will reduce less than 1. So students, because when they are connected in the parallel, their value will be less than 1 ohm. How it will be? Formula, we know that 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now student, R1 it is given as a 1 ohm and R2 it is given as a 10 raised to power 6 ohm. 10 raised to power 6 ohm. Now students, here I take the LCM, especially in this type of the questions. The LCM will be 10 raised to power 6, but ultimately, now student, when I'll solve this, so my total value, it will be less than 1 ohm. The net resistance will be less than 1 ohm. Only this is the judgment of the question number 1 on the page number 216, part A. Now, what the second part says? According to the second part, they have given the different values: 1 ohm, 10 raised to power. They have given the 10 raised to power 3 ohm and 10 raised to power 6 ohm. Now, students, again, the answer of this question will also be the total or the net resistance will be less than 1 ohm. The net resistance, it will be also less than 1 ohm. So student, your question number 1, the answer, the A part, the net resistance, the total resistance will be less than 1 ohm. In the second part also, let it be means the 3 resistance, 4 resistance, but the total value will be, it will be less than 1 ohm, because when they are connected in parallel, student, as per the law, and it says that the total value will be decreasing, and when they are connected in the series, the total resistance will increase. Is it clear, student? Question number 1 of your NCERT on page number 216. Now student, we will go further for question number 2. Now, question number 2 says, I'll read the statement first. Electric lamp of 100 ohm. Electric lamp, the resistance of the electric lamp, it is given as 100 ohm. Toaster of the resistance 50 ohm. Second appliance he is given as a toaster. Now, student, next, and a water filter. Water filter, student, also. Now, you might have seen there are 2 types of the water filter. One is there's a manual, second one which runs with the help of that electric supply. They are called nowadays RO also. They required electric supply. So water filters of resistance 500 ohm. Yes. are connected in parallel. Again, student, he has given the conditions. These all the mean three resistance of the different appliances. They are connected in parallel. Yes, of 220 volt source. Now potential difference he has given as a 220 volt. Now source. Then what is the resistance of the electric iron connected to the same source that takes as much as current as all the three appliances, and what is the current through it? So student, now he has made the statement little bit lengthy, but the solution is not that much that it is not that much difficult. It is very easy. So we'll then solve these numericals in the parts. I mean, first we'll solve this. What it says, the total resistance we'll calculate in the parallel. Then the value of the current. So we'll calculate. Right, students? Now, question number 2, what it says, the given is, what are the givens, that values in this they have given students. The first they have given as a question number 2. NCERT 216 page. Now student, they have given the electric lamp. I'll write down electric lamp. They have given the resistance. They have given 100 ohm. Next student, they have given as a toaster. I write down T. Toaster, they have given the resistance of 50 ohm. Correct. Now third electrical appliances, they have given the water filter. They have given the water filter, that resistance it is given as a 500 ohm. And they have given the potential difference is equal to 220 volt. Is it clear, students? The given data, it is given as a, is it clear, students? Now, first of all, we'll calculate the total resistance of all the three resistance, 100 ohm, 50 ohm, and 500 ohm, because all the three resistances, they are connected in parallel. So our total, the net resistance will be 1 by 100 plus 1 by 50 plus 1 by 500. Is it clear, students? 1 by 100 divided by 1 by 50 plus 1 by 500. Now student, I'll take the LCM. LCM is a 500. 5 plus 10 plus 1. Is it clear, students? I've taken the LCM of 150 and 500. It has come 500. Now student, in the numerator 5, when I'll divide 500 by 100, 5. Now 500 by 50, 10, and this one. Now total will be the 5 plus 10 plus 1, that it is a 16 by 500. And the value of R will be 500 divided by 16. It will be, student, when you will solve this one, so it will be 31.25 ohm. This is your net resistance. That is a 31.25 ohm will be your resistance. Is it clear, students? Now, the next step will be, the given is a value of V. It is given as a 220 volt. Now we'll apply the Ohm's law. What it says, V is equal to IR. V is given as a 220 and I we have to calculate, and R is a 31.25. Is it clear, students? Simply I have used the Ohm's law. According to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, and V is given as a 220 volt, and R I have calculated as a 31.25 ohm. Then when I will put the value, these two values, I will calculate the value of I, which is unknown. Now I will calculate the value of I. Now students, I will be, the value of I will be, now it will be the, when I will solve this one, students. So the given as a V is equal to 220 and divided by 31.25. Is it clear, students? Only simply that it is a 220 and this 31.25, it will come into the denominator and the value of I can be calculated. Is it clear, students? value of I can be calculated. Now, student, when we will solve this one, it will come as a 7.04 ampere. This is the value of I. Is it clear, students? The answer of your question number 2 on the page number 216. Is it clear, students? On the page number 216, the answer of your question is, now we have to calculate the total resistance 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The total resistance will be 31.25. Clear, student? Now we have to calculate the value of current. For calculating the value of current, we will use the formula for Ohm's law, and Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. I put the value of V and put the value of R. I can calculate the value of I, and it has come 7.04 ampere. So this is your answer of question number 2. Please note down. Then now we'll go further for question number 3. Please note down, students. Yes, student, you might have noted down. So now the question number 3. Now question number 3, I'll read the statement first, and because it is a very, very important question, students. Generally, based on this question, so many questions are being asked based on this single questions. Question number 3, there's so many questions in your final exams, board exams, and this NTSC and Science Olympiad, and so many other competitive exams, the NDA and all. So I'll read the statement, student. There are so many in one question. There are so many different types of the questions they can be formed. So I'll read the statement. Now, students, the question is now very, very important question, student. Question number 3. What is the advantages? I read the 2 times statement. What is the advantages of connecting the electric devices in parallel with the battery instead of connecting them in series? Now, student, the statement is quite clear. The statement is quite clear why we are connecting the electrical appliances along with the battery or along with the electrical, that source of energy, why we are connected in the parallel. What are the advantages, students? Advantages. Very, very important questions. Advantages of parallel circuit. Very, very, it is a star mark question, student. Please note down. So I'll give the answer of these questions and in the points. So you can note down these points also. Now, student, first point, why the connections are given, why they are connecting the electrical appliances in parallel. Now, students, very carefully listen. First point. The first point of first advantage is in the parallel circuit. If one electrical appliances stop, if the one electrical stops working, then other appliance will not stop working, student. Again, if one electrical appliance stops working, the other electrical appliances will not stop working. For example, you are having 2 bulbs in your room. Now, for example, one bulb is fused, it is not working. Then, now, student, the another bulb, it will be working if their connection is in series. Now, if the one bulb is not working, definitely the other bulb will also not be working. So if the connections are in parallel, it means if one electrical appliance stops working, the other will not stop working. Is it clear, student? Very important point. So I'll write down in this also. Now, if one electrical appliance stop working, the other will keep on working. The first step will, if one electrical appliance stops working, other will keep on working. Is it clear, student? First point, very important. If one electrical appliances stop working, the other इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस विल कीप ऑन वर्किंग, मतलब दूसरे को कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा, वो अपना वर्क करता रहेगा. This is the first advantage. Is it clear, student? Now, what the second advantage will be? What will be the second advantage of this? Now, each appliance will have separate switch. Now, what it says, students, you are sitting in a room. For example, you required only single bulb. Is it clear, students? Or in the room, there are two fans are there, but you required only one fan to be operated at that time where you are sitting. So if the different switches are there, so you can switch on the fan for only the single, means that if you will switch on you want to switch on the only one fan, then you have to, there are different switches are there. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि स्टूडेंट कि आपने स्विच को ऑन कर दिया सारे पंखे चल जाए. नो, वो किसके केस में होगा? वो सीरीज के केस में होगा. बट पैरेलल के केस में क्या है? डिफरेंट स्विचेस आर देयर. रीजन बिकॉज विद दिस द लॉट्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कैन बी सेव्ड. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्टूडेंट कि आप तो एक रूम में बैठे हुए हैं और अल्टीमेटली मान लो आपने एक स्विच ऑन किया, पता चले कि सारे घर के जो जितने भी आपकी लाइट्स है सारी ऑन हो गई. सो बट in the other rooms where you are not sitting, there it is not required, means wastage of electricity, and it is required only where you are sitting. So different, if the different switches are there, so the lots of electricity will be saved, and wastage, and that wastage of electricity that can be avoided. Is it, student? So second point, the electrical appliances means each electrical appliances will have the separate switch. This is the second advantage, students. Now, next is then third point is each electrical appliances will get same voltage. Will get सेम वोल्टेज. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्टूडेंट कि कोई मान लो एक रूम के अंदर, ठीक है, दो ट्यूबलाइट्स हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि मान लो कि एक है उसको कम वोल्टेज मिल रही है और दूसरे को ज्यादा मिल रही है. नो, बिकॉज दे विल गेट द सेम वोल्टेज. इज इट क्लियर? सो दिस इज द थर्ड पॉइंट. द ईच इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस विल गेट द सेम वोल्टेज. एंड नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, in the this is the third point. Fourth point now, which I am going to discuss with you, very important, and based on this so many questions can be framed. Now student, as it is, you know that when the resistances they are connected in parallel, the total value of the resistance, it is reduced. क्लियर है स्टूडेंट? ये बात क्लियर है कि जब रेजिस्टेंस पैरेलल में कनेक्ट होंगे, बिकॉज डिफरेंट इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस विल बी हैविंग डिफरेंट रेजिस्टेंस आल्सो. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट if they are connected, connections is in the parallel, the net value of the resistance will be less. And when the net value of the resistance will be less, and it will allow the more current to flow. Is it clear, student? Now it will, advantage will be, now the resistance the total value of the resistance will be reduced, and more current can flow. Is it clear, students? In your book, there are only given the 4, but from my side, so I can give you the 5th point also, 5 point, the 5th point, what it can be. Because when I was reading this book, so I was thinking, why not to add one more point in this? 4 points are given, but now from 5th point, which I think that should be in some of the books, that point may be there, but so 5th point also I will discuss with you. What would be the 5th point? Because the reason is this 5th point, which I'm going to discuss with you. Reason is this because the next topic which I'm going to take after this NCERT questions, the heating effect of electric current. So it is related to that. That's why. But I'll tell you what is the 5th point. What is the advantages of parallel circuits? Now, student, it is correlated with the 4th point. The net, when the resistances they are connected in parallel, the net resistance will reduce and the value of current will increase. Is it clear, students? Now, student, when you will study in the next topic, that is the effect of electric current, heating effect of electric current. Now, formula which you will study, that is H is equal to I square RT. This formula mathematically how to drive. So I will teach you how to drive this, and I'll prove that how to this is a formula. This is called Joule's law. This now, students, H is a heat, I is the current, and R is the resistance, T is the time. Is it clear, student? If you are carefully, if you will see this formula, H is equal to I square RT. Now, heat is directly proportional to the resistance, current, and all. But students, listen. Now, if the resistance, the value of the resistance, now students, if the value of the resistance is less, and ultimately that electrical appliances will emit less heat. आजकल आपने देखा होगा, students. 5th point is the 5th point I'll write down here, just please. 5th point, appliance will emit less heat. Is it clear, students? Kaise? How it is possible? How the electrical appliance, you might have seen nowadays in the laptops or so many other electrical appliances, they are giving the one of fan at the back side. One fan is there, or somewhere some coolants they are giving. Reason why they are giving in the laptop also one fan is there. So I was thinking why this fan is given in this laptop. Reason is this. Now it is understood when you will study this theory, this advantage of parallel circuits and this Joule's law, then you will get the answer of this. Because reason, the electrical appliances which is running by the current for say so many, means say for few hours or few minutes, say after that it is getting heat up, and it should not get heat up, or it should get less heat up. That's why they are giving some for cooling, they are giving the fans. Ultimately, you will not be agree with this, that your electrical appliances, until unless it is not required, that heat is not required, because it is not the winter season. Because in the summer season, and definitely you will not that the electrical appliances which you are using should emit heat or should get warm up. That's why you might have seen in the IT companies where the most of the people they are working on the desktop or they are working on the laptops, they are sitting in the air conditioners room. Reason is this, because and there where their servers and so many other machineries are there, definitely they are having the air conditions. Reason is this, because they want to minimize the temperature, because the heat, they are emitting the heat, and they want to control the dissipated or the heat which is emitted by the electrical appliances, that can be controls and which will enhance the life of the machinery or any of the electrical appliances. Is it clear, students? So these are the very, very important points. 5 points I given, the advantages of parallel circuit, please note down. Now we'll go further for next questions. Then I'll tell you how to prove this Joule's law, H is equal to I square RT. It is a heating effect of electric current. First, we note down these 5 points. Now, after that, there are 2 more questions of this NCRT on page number 216. Then we'll go further for this formula to prove the formula for H is equal to I square RT. Please note down. Yes, students. Is it clear, students? Now, again, next question is also very, very important questions which we are going to discuss now. It is based on the combinations of the resistance in the different form. They have not given the pattern, how the resistances are, means how the circuit is there and how we can it be series in the or in the parallel. Now, student, then we have to decide or we have to make the circuit how these resistance can be calculated, and this is known as the technique, or this is known as the quality of a good engineer. Immediately by what I'll be, he is giving the data. With this data, you have to tell that whether these resistance, so many resistance can be series or the parallel, because they want the net resistance should be like this. Now, student, so all these answers you will get when we will solve this. Next question, question number 4. Now, student, question number 4 of NCRT on page number 216. Now, student, what it says, as per the statement, I'll read the statement quickly. Now, student, your statement of page number 216, NCRT questions, the statement is like this. So, how can the 3 resistance 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm? He has given R1, he is given as a R1 is given as a 2 ohm, then R2 he is given as a 3 ohm, and R3 he is given as a 6 ohm. Is it clear, student? The 3 resistance are being given. One is of 2 ohm, second one is of 3 ohm, and third one is given as a 6 ohm. Now, what it says, what is asking in the statement? Now, be connected to give the total resistance of. What he is telling, we don't know how these resistance can be connected. I want number 1, the total resistance. It should be, my first answer should be 4 ohm, and number 2, and it should be of 1 ohm. Now, student, he is not clarify how this resistance, only we have to justify the answers, how these 3 resistance 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and 6 ohm can be connected, so that we'll get the net resistance 4 ohm and 1 ohm. Now, this is the question of 4. Now, student, according to these questions, now first we'll see the 3 resistance, how they are connected. Now, student, I'll take the first resistance, say it is of 2 ohm. Watch carefully. It is of 2 ohm. First, I'll solve the first part. Now, student, here these 2 resistances, 3 ohm, and another one is a 6 ohm. Is it clear, students? Now, watch carefully for solving these questions. 2 ohm resistance. Now, another 2 resistances. Reason, I want my answer should be 4 ohm. If generally we'll see these questions, say 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm, they cannot be, all the 3 resistances, they cannot be connected in the series. Why? Because if they are connected in the series, their net resistance will be 2 plus 3 plus 6, it will be of 11 ohm, and it is not in my answer 4 or 1. So it means the series combination is cancelled. Is it clear, students? So very, very important points which I am going to discuss with you. Please listen carefully and have the observations how the circuits, how this resistance can be. Is it clear, students? Now, if this combinations is like this, first I take on the 2 ohm, yes. Now I'll see if there is the net resistance of these two resistances, 3 ohm, 6 ohm. If it is coming as a 2 ohm, now students, this is 2 ohm, and if with this two resistance, then after combining, it will become 1. If that is 2 ohm, means 2 plus 2, then will be in the series, then answer will be 4 ohm. My purpose can be solved and I can get the answer of first part. Is it clear, students? Now we'll see. Here 3 ohm and 6 ohm, they are connected in parallel, means 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. LCM 6 means 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 by 6, and R is equal to 6 by 3. It is 2 ohm. Now, student, I am near to the answers. Okay? What I want now, I am near to the answers. What I have done is these two resistors, I made them in the, I shown them in the parallels. Net resistance will be the 2 ohm. Now, student, this is already 2 ohm, and these, by combining these two, now it has also become as a 2 ohm. Now, student, now they are in series. Now it will be the 4 ohm. So this is the answer of my first part. Is it clear, students? How to get the answer of first part? Yes, students. Now, first answer is clear, 4 ohm. Next, we'll go for the 1 ohm. How we can get the answer of 1 ohm? Now, students, for solving this, how these combinations of, now first part is over, students. Now you see 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm series, it cannot be. The second which we have calculated for 4 ohm, that is also not possible. Now, student, the net resistance should be 1. It is a 1 ohm, means it is a, I think if the combinations would be in the parallel, so sometime I may get this answer. So now I'll try to means R1, R2, R2 and R3. Now it is of the 2 ohm. Now next is a 3 ohm. Now 6 ohm. Now students, my three resistances, they are connected. Hello students. Yes, students, for solving the second part, it is given as a 1 ohm. How these three resistance, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm, can be connected to get the answer of 1 ohm? Now, students, for this is a 2 ohm, then 3 ohm and 6 ohm. Is it clear, students? 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and 6 ohm. Now, student, how these three resistances, they can be combined? So answer now 1 by 2, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. It is a LCM is a 6, 3 plus, it is a 2 plus 1, it is a 6 by 6, and R is equal to 6 by 6, means it is a 1 ohm. Now, student, that purpose is solved, because the answer was given as 1 ohm. So I got the answer of 1 ohm. So these three resistances should be in the parallel combinations. Only then this I can get the net result of 1 ohm. Is it clear, student? Please note down. Now we'll go for the next questions fast. Now question number 5. What it says. Now I read the statement, question number 5. What is the lowest resistance that can be secured by combinations from the coil of the resistance 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 and 24. 4, now 8, then he is given 12 and 24 ohm. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it clear, students? Now they have given the 4 resistances. They have given how to solve this one. Now students, if hello, yes, students, if they are connected in series, 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24, the net resistance it will be of 48 ohm. Okay, this is highest will be 48 ohm when connected in series, but when they are connected in parallel, then what will be their net? It will be the 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. Now student, LCM is the 24, 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So what will be the, it is a say 12 by 24 and R is equal to 24 by 12 and it is of the 2 ohm. Now students, the minimum will be, this is the minimum resistance. When they are connected in parallel, minimum resistance is a 2 ohm and maximum it is a 48 ohm. Is it clear, student? Now, if you are having any questions till now, you have to solve all these NCERT questions and you have to prepare the notes of this.